Whoop whoop! Tania here from RESIN. Welcome back. It's July, and of course, we are here now recording all the studio vlogs for this month. We actually have quite a few things to do. I have been, taking my little art on the go and doing the smaller things as far as my sketchbook goes. But we do have a lot of things to prep because now is the time to start for Christmas. So I think I mentioned before, I have to get my Boricua boxes ready. I have to get my coasters ready. I also have to start my ornaments going. And so before I start working on each of those things, I need to make sure that I take inventory. So we're gonna start with that. So like that I know where I am at as far as everything. I did say that I was going to simplify the items that I have on my shop, but of course that also means that I have to do something with the stuff that I already have that I'm not really going to be putting up for sale. So maybe I'll just be announcing a clearance soon on my shop to try to get rid of some of that stuff, those supplies. But for the most part, right now, for the month of July, we're just going to start prepping for Christmas, as well as trying to finish some designs for some surface patterns and stuff like that. And that is kind of the easier part because, like I said, I tend to do that on the go. But anyways, join me for July's studio vlog. I'll see you at the end of the video, okay guys? Bye. Y'all see this? Say hi to Gordo. All right guys, so let me tell you what's happening here. So they actually came in yesterday and today to change the HVAC unit, and they had to do all of this work with the ducts and the vents and all this crapola, and they had to take out all of my stuff from my closet, a lot of the containers that I have with crafts that I don't normally use, and of course my inventory that I do have to go ahead and count now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take advantage of this mess that they created, and I'm gonna organize some of the things, take inventory. So that's that. So I did find all of the things that I have to go through for the Christmas season. As you can see, it is plenty. But I did notice that I do have to restock on some of the things that I need for the Boricua boxes. So we got work to do. I do make these buttons myself, so I'll put that in a different video. So the inventory now has been done. It's time for me to begin painting. I have these 5 notebooks that I found that I bought them on sale. They were on clearance. I'm gonna go ahead and paint them, each one individually, with a different design, and I'll go ahead and sell these as a limited product, just so that I can go ahead and get them out my hands. And especially now for school beginning, there'll be plenty of people that would just go ahead and want these. So I'll go ahead and get these done. Now at the same time, I also begin to paint the Boricua boxes. If you are not familiar with my boxes, I paint them each individually. So every person that buys a box, they get a hand painted box every month. And as you can see, I kind of work back and forth between the items. So I am simultaneously painting the Boricua boxes as well as the notebooks, and I do this so I can let certain parts of the section kind of dry before I begin on the next one. And then at the same time, I just go ahead and do whatever I can do with that same color, and it just makes it easier for me to go ahead and get more done. Now, going back to the notebooks, I did not plan these, so I just kind of sat down and just went ahead and sketched something out, and just very lightly sketched it, and then I go ahead and paint it and add details, and sometimes my plan kind of changes. The thing about these notebooks, these are craft covered notebooks, the same thing with the boxes, so you can't really make too many mistakes, because when you erase them, it kind of damages the material. So you just gotta basically light sketch and then just go for it. All right, guys, so hopefully you guys don't hear my washing machine. If you do, I apologize for that. But I got two packages that I want to show you very, very briefly. And it's funny to me because it sounds very small, but you don't understand how much these two items help as far as the process go, and how much quicker things make. Of course, when you are first starting out, when you are making certain crafts in a smaller quantity, you don't really pay attention too much. You know, you kind of just do what you gotta do, you know, the most economical way or whatever it may be. You don't think about it. But I got two packages. The first one, like I said, I'm gonna be getting ready now for fall and for Christmas, which means it's time for me to make my Christmas ornaments and tons of coasters. Now, my most popular coasters are the Puerto Rican flag coasters. I will be expanding into making some other designs, some other flags, because I know people usually ask me for them anyway. So if they're gonna keep asking me, I might as well just make some and just have it on hand. So the first thing that I got from Amazon, and it's actually this stack right here. It don't look like much to it. Look, I'm gonna get close to it. I'm gonna get close, because this actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes. And I'm sorry, the smaller ones, you see those right there, which I think are the 1/4 inch, the 3/8, and the 1/2 are gonna be my most important sizes, and they're just not as easy to find in the regular stores, right? Normally you would see the what is that one, the 5/6 or 5/8 is the one that normally you would find in the stores, but you know, this is what we got. Normally I grab the tape and I just make it work. I fold it, I do whatever I gotta do to make it work, to make the line smaller. But this year I said, I don't have time to play no games. I have to really like stack up my inventory so like that I don't have to make so many per order, right? So I went ahead and got this. Listen, this is gonna be a lifesaver for me. You don't understand. And I seen in Amazon that you can get like a 6-pack of, for example, just one size. But because I am gonna be playing around with it and making a couple of things, I went ahead and just chose the different sizes so I can just have them in hand. And then the one that I use up the most, I'll just go ahead and purchase those individually. And then the next thing that I got that's gonna make my life a lot easier. Normally I would do it on Cricut and I would cut my templates out, and I know that I can make my own stencils on Cricut, but guess what? to me, it's time consuming, just the process of it. Right now my Cricut is still in storage, not in storage, but still in the box and all that stuff. I'm just not in the mood to play with it right now. So I went and purchased some stencils from, I think it's actually a baking company, Keto Bake or something like that. I'll link it in the description. But I got my Puerto Rican island stencils, and I got them in different sizes, including the itty bitty ones. And it does have two, let's see, got this one, and it's got the very large one. Whoop, whoop. And so I did purchase a couple of other ones, such as my New York City skyline. Yes, because I do have a couple of things that I gotta make with that. And like I said, normally I hand paint things, I take things, I do things by hand, but when the quantities get to be larger, you just gotta find an easier way, make your life easier and simpler. And that is my goal for the end of this year, or for the rest of this year, making my life and my process a lot easier and simpler, so that I can get more out there and increase my productivity. So I just wanted to show you those two things really quick. And again, I'll link those two things in the bottom. Again, with the stencils, listen, this is not like, it's not an affiliate, it's not a they're not a sponsor, it's nothing. I literally just purchased these. I found them online and I thought I would share it with you. Okay, see you guys. So if you are new to my channel, then you don't know that I always say you got to take your craft wherever you go, and continue working on it. You know, it's sort of like that whole idea of Michael Jordan always carried a basketball type thing. So if you're an artist, you should always carry your sketchbook. And I did tell myself that I was going to finish this sketchbook by the end of the year. So everywhere I go, I have this with me. And the thing about this one is that it's not meant to be for a product. It's just for fun. I saw a picture of a friend of mine that she did, because she is a model, and I just loved the picture. I love the color she was wearing. I love the composition of it, and I liked it so much that I just wanted to go ahead and sketch it out. And I did share it with her, and she absolutely loved it. And I know she was smiling from ear to ear, and that makes me feel good. So here's another sketch work, and this one I think I am gonna go ahead and make a print out of it, or put it on RedBubble, because I just think it's adorable. And I don't know, I don't even know what made me think of it but I just went for it, and I'm just kind of passing the time, and I thought it came out cute. So you may see this one again. All right, guys, so it's time to do some prep work. I am going to base paint, or in this case, base stain the coasters that I'll be painting. And because I wasn't happy with the color stains that I bought, I made a mixture of two of my stains, plus I added paint and water to another one to create a lighter color. And I just went ahead and started sponging a ton of these so I can go ahead and just start painting. Now I'll begin by painting the full collection. So for example, the dark ones I am using for fall, and I went ahead and just started painting them. So I wanted to complete at least one full set so I can use those to begin my promotion for the fall season, which I will begin in August. I also started some other coasters, some gift coasters, because I am always gifting some of my crafts. It's just my way of saying thank you to different people in my life. And so that's why I have the roses. So if you see the rose up there, you'll see me painting that one as well and finishing that set. But with these are different. I'm used to making my Puerto Rican coasters. This year I decided to go ahead and just do something different to expand the type of artwork and the audience that I reach with my crafts. So as I mentioned, the roses are not for sale. They're for a gift. And just if you're curious, I actually used a stencil to just give me the shape of the flower. And then I went and added my touch by adding dimensions, shadows, and highlights just to kind of make it mine and put my little stamp on it. So here I am using my heat gun to remove the rest of the moisture, because I did just finish painting this one. So I'm helping it dry out a little quicker so that I can begin to resin, because it is that time. So I use the Let's Resin UV, and I get this through Amazon. There is a larger bottle than this one, which is the one that I'm beginning to buy now, because I use a lot more, so therefore it's more economical for me to buy a larger bottle than this one. I'm just using up what I have. And then I use these metal brushes from the dollar store. They have like a plastic bristle. It's very cheap. They do kind of come off, but the plastic bristles do make it easier to kind of spread the resin about. I'm gonna now use the heat gun again to remove some of the bubbles. Now, I have not really quite mastered removing all of the bubbles in its entirety, and I think it's mainly because the wood itself, this kind of wood anyways, is very porous, and so it kind of leaves bubbles anyways. But I do use the heat gun, and then depending on the feel of it, if it feels gritty, I add another layer on top of that one. So when I first started using resin, I bought the manicure UV lamp. Now the thing about that one is that it's timed for only 30 to 60 seconds, and it's just, you just got to keep on pressing it in order for you to make sure that the resin is cured. So because of that, I went ahead and invested in this one. I got this one on Amazon as well. This one, you just plug it in, it stays on, and I just kind of propped it up on a stand so that I can cure more items at the same time. I will say this though, it has stained or changed the color of my table, so maybe you want to put something there to protect your surfaces. All right guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the video right there, because as you can see, a lot has been started in the month of July. We're going to continue with all of that work through the month of August. I will continue to show you the other projects, such as the ornaments and the packaging of the Boricua box. But also expect some of these things to be in their own individual videos, because I think especially when it comes to the coasters and the ornaments, some of these things are going to be recorded separately. I do thank you for, coming to visit me for the month of July, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.